Hello everyone and welcome to an English lesson for the first grade high school students. In today's lesson, we are going to talk about our local areas from environmental point of view. You're going to give an oral presentation about your local area using appropriate functional language. For this lesson, you will need your notebook, something to write with, and a smartphone or a laptop with internet connection. You will also need a QR code reader. Feel free to stop the recording whenever you feel it is necessary, and as for the links in the lesson, you can find them in the video description. Before giving an oral presentation, we are going to create an infographic as a visual aid. What is an infographic? It is a visual representation of some data. An infographic requires minimal text that gives an easy-to-understand overview of a topic, some charts, icons, or images. You can also add audio or video links. In order to create an infographic, we are going to use Canva, a tool which you can use for creating all sorts of things. But let's concentrate on infographics today. Once you sign in, choose a design for infographic. You can choose ready-made templates that best suit you. Put your notes and replace some images. Or you can start from a blank canvas and create a more personalized infographic. This menu can help you with it. You can choose from a variety of backgrounds. Just be sure that you choose the ones that are free. The menu offers different types of elements. When creating an outline, you can choose grids. Which ones you're going to choose depends on the number of sections you're going to have. You will also find frames there. They're useful when adding images, for example. If you decide that you will not use grids for creating sections, lines can come in handy for creating borders between different parts of an infographic. I will explain some other elements while working on actual infographics, and also you're going to discover some things on your own. While following the video, pay attention to the following infographics and see if you can recognize how the sections have been formed. Okay, before you start designing an infographic, it is a good idea to prepare notes you're going to use. This way, you will be able to pay more attention to the design itself. Our infographic will have 4 sections: climate, landscape, environmental problems, and solutions. You will concentrate on your local area. And remember, when writing notes, make them short, don't write full sentences. Now that you have created different sections, added notes, you can add some images. You can upload your own images or some free images into Canva and then use them. Or you can choose from the photos Canva has to offer. Just pay attention that you choose the ones that are free. Another visual element we mentioned when talking about infographics were icons. You can find some on the internet and upload them into Canva. Just be sure they're free. Or again, you can find icons in Canva as well. Type in what you're looking for and see what Canva has to offer. You're ready now to create your own infographic about your area. As we have mentioned, an infographic is only a visual aid to our oral presentation. So let's get ready for the presentation now. We want our presentation to be interesting and fluent. To make it more interesting, we will use adjectives when describing our local environment. To practice these adjectives, we can use this crossword puzzle. Most of the clues are going to be synonyms, but there are also going to be some antonyms and definitions as well. Copy the link or scan the code and see how good you are at doing crossword puzzles. The following quiz will help us concentrate more on the adjectives describing different landscapes. You will have to drag the adjective into the group it best fits. Good luck! As we have already said, we want our presentation to be fluent. How can we do that? How can we make it fluent? With signpost language, of course. And what is signpost language? It's the words and phrases that help us guide the listener through the presentation. In this matching exercise, you will match the signpost language with different parts of the presentation. After you finish the exercise, you should copy it into your notebook. It will come in handy when writing your own narration. Let's apply what we have learned about presenting infographics. This is how we can introduce the topic. Just say, I have created an infographic about the area where I live. Next, give a roadmap of the presentation, like this. I will discuss the following topics: climate, landscapes, environmental problems, and solutions. When you move between subjects inside the presentation, signposting plays an important role. You're signaling the audience that you're moving to something new. First, let me tell you something about the climate in my area. When you're getting to the end, you'll want to summarize to repeat important aspects of your presentation. You may say something like this. In a nutshell, although the area where I live has some environmental problems, I'm confident we can solve them and enjoy the beauty of our magnificent landscape. So now it's your turn. Write the narration for your presentation. Make sure that it has an introduction, a body, and a conclusion. Also, don't forget the adjectives and signposts. Check the spelling and grammar. Practice saying it aloud and then record yourself. You can use Autori. Once you have done that, download your recording as a QR code and add it to your infographic. This rubric can help you assess your work. Is your content interesting? Do you have introduction, body, and conclusion? What about the range and accuracy of your vocabulary and grammar? Don't forget about the pronunciation and intonation. They're very important in spoken English. And one last thing you have to ask yourself. Have I used original and free images when creating an infographic? After finishing the assignment, you can ask your virtual classroom teacher to give you feedback. That's all for today. Have a nice day. Till next time.